Hi there, Internet. My name is Scott, and this is my review of the Secular Party of Australia. We have 54 parties in Australia at the moment, and we have a federal election which is happening in a few days. So I wanted to find out what each party stands for, what all of those 54 independent voices desire and wants, and what their visions are. We often only hear of one or two or three or four maybe parties in Australia, but not many. So this is a little bit of information about the Secular Party of Australia. Okay, they were founded in 2006, and so they've been around a little while. We've seen them on various Senate papers throughout the years. They are a libertarian party, and they're quite organised. They've got a very well written body of policies, and I'll let you to decide whether you like them or not. Let's take a look at some of the things that they stand for. Okay, I guess primarily the Secular Party is for the separation of church and state. That's really what secularism is. I guess it's the removal, the avoidance of any kind of religious influence on the way that governments set their laws. So the Secular Party, they also support, they're big supporters of human rights and individual liberties. They believe that people have social and environmental responsibilities. They want people to have, I guess, to embrace freedom of expression. They believe that everyone has a right to expression, and that's quite important to them. They're big supporters of science. They're one of the biggest supporters of science. And the Secular Party support education, including equality between private and public schools, and they want education to have very much a focus on academic excellence. They're big supporters of same-sex marriage. They support they support euthanasia. They're on the pro-euthanasia side of that debate. So they support what they call death with dignity. They're against the war on terror as an alienating exercise. They support abortion. They believe that it's solely a matter for women and medical practitioners. So they're for choice in the abortion debate. The Secular Party wish to change some pretty archaic and seldom exercised blasphemy laws. They're really minor laws, but they do exist in society, and the Secular Party want to change these laws. They're based on, I guess, Christian ideals, and they're almost never executed, but they want them changed for symbolic reasons. A Secular Party, they're opposed to an internet filter. They believe everyone has a right to privacy. They are opposed, no, not opposed, but they would like to see more limitations on intellectual property. So that is the restrictions on, I guess, patents and the ability to own things like genome sequences, which will support science, really, if they were public domain. So they want all endeavours in that area of research and other areas of research to be public domain, and I guess not proprietary. So genome ownership was one that they pointed out. They believe in climate change. They support the carbon tax and many other initiatives. They also support nuclear energy. They support broad changes to the healthcare system. More specifically, just they would like to see funding in a lot of different areas of healthcare. That includes medical research, which they mentioned in some detail. They would like to put in I hadn't heard this idea before, but in regards to taxes, they wanted to put in a resource rent tax on mineral exports. So I suppose that's a tax that that the Australian government puts onto products mined in Australia that needs to be paid by people who are transnational or I guess not Australian businesses, they would have to front this surcharge or this sort of outgoing tax on whatever was mined in Australia. Secular Party, they support welfare. The Secular Party, they support the asylum seekers issue. They believe that asylum seekers are often demonized, and but they also, at the same time, they believe that that genuine asylum seekers must uphold to quote certain values, including the equality of men and women, end quote. They do not support the monarchy as a symbol of hereditary privilege, so they don't like the idea of hereditary privilege. So as you can see, they're very much for equality, and they're very much for, I guess, civil liberties and rights of people in society. They struck me as a very organized political party. It's often hard to tell the organized from the unorganized when there are so many on the Senate paper, but it was very easy to see very clearly what Secular Party stood for by the website. And if you want to find out more, please check it out. It's in the comments of this video, so just beneath. And if you found it useful, please click on like and feel free to share it. And I'll see you for my next review really soon. Thank you. Egypt was troubled by the horrible ask. Mr. Charles Darwin had the golden ask. Now, Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me how you